guys, this thing is completely straight piped all the way to the motor. And it sounds pretty good at high RPM when it's running in a smooth band. But other than that, it sounds absolutely terrible. But why I really wanted to take this muffler off was to like drill some holes in there or something like that. Kind of open up the baffles just a little bit because this thing is just way too quiet. If any of you guys have seen the Honda Rancher I worked on, it had one of those HMF pipes on it. It was also fuel injected. That's probably the loudest I would like on a four-wheeler as personal preference. You know, it has a good tone to it, but it's not ear piercing. What I did right here, I just kind of got a drill bit like this, stuck it in there and just kind of drilled it all the way through just to kind of open up some areas, not really open up on the outside, but just drill out the chambers on the inside. And you can see that baffle in there. All right, so we got a massive long drill bit here. It's a 1/2 inch. And we're gonna go and drill out this muffler. There we go. All right, guys, I don't know how well y'all can see that, but those baffles are definitely drilled out. I just basically drilled through about 3 or 4 layers of them. So I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I drilled another hole inside of the muffler right here, and there's kind of another one behind it where another baffle is. So yeah, let's see what it sounds like now. All right, let's see how it sounds. A little bit louder, but not much. All right, so after drilling holes in this muffler, I don't know, it really sounds very weird with this. Like, it kind of has that kind of slight noise, this like quiet, I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully some of y'all can understand it. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the whole thing off, because it's also very difficult drilling through all the baffles with, you know, the resources that I have. So what I'm gonna do is actually cut the muffler open and maybe remove some of the baffles like that. Get a much better look of what I did. I drilled out the holes right there, and I think I stopped like right here because the drill bit wouldn't go anymore. What I'm going to do is probably just drill more holes around, all the way around to the center baffle, and kind of make it like a ROV muffler on like a 212 or something, because that's literally all it is, just baffles in place with a bunch of little bitty holes drilled in it. It's literally like 3 layers of those. And if it's pretty free flowing for this, I don't see why it couldn't be free flowing for this. So there's the front side, all nice and drilled. And now, here's the back side. And as you can see, that's where I drilled through the pipe right there and into there. Holy crap. have it, guys. A completely drilled out muffler. We set that on top. That should definitely breathe much, much better. There's gonna be a lot of welding, so let's just cut to it being done like I always do. Alright guys, so I got the front part welded all the way, and just for fun, before I put this back piece on, let's just crank it up like this and see what it sounds like. Actually doesn't sound too bad. So now let's cap it off. Alright guys, so a little tip on how to get these springs on. If you use vice grips, they're pretty easy to come off. You just grab it, pinch it around, come off. But getting them back on is equally a challenge. So what you can do is get yourself a long screwdriver like this, pry it up against that, pry it up, and usually it'll go right in, and it did. So there you go. Hopefully it'll have a nice tone to it, but not obnoxious and too loud. This is electric choke, so it's kind of difficult trying to keep this running until without wanting to cut off. This sounds pretty good. So that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you liked it. And in the next video, we're gonna be doing a pretty big modification on this. It's gonna be involving this reverse. So I'll save that for the next video. So I'll see y'all then.